dead before I said let's fight!
No! That's impossible!
By the way.
BT Dubs is BTW. I'm gonna bust you up! Help, I'm not coming down! Where am I? Help!
Milk!
Chance got $5.
The champ got 5 on it.
Back where it came from.
Go back where it came.
Ah, here we go! Oh, fuck! Oh, God! Go fast enough.
Oh, I tried to go in jump low. Don't for me.
Wow! One live, you coward! Oh no, I should have done that.
Want to know? Hello, YouTube. Welcome. My name's Scum, and I'm joined by Meshi for episode 6 of the First to 50 podcast. I almost said first to 60. I'm just mashing things together. This is a podcast where we talk about video games we play, movies and anime we watch, and we react to stuff. Yeah, my name's Scum. That asshole in the night vision goggles name is Meshi. Say hi to them, Meshi.
It's stealth mode. Hello!
Well, I'm glad you have so much to add to this wonderful conversation.
You know I'm just your hype man. I make you look better by comparison.
Wait, this is Mean Girls and you're like my fat, ugly friend that I keep around to keep my self-esteem up?
Yeah, and I have these goggles.
Let's be real, you're here for the goggles. We're gonna start with our weekly catch-up? What the fuck is it called? Like...
Overview, what we did. We needed to give it a name. Some like weird acronym.
ACPGs? Like, what do you mean, acronym?
Like
Lolly-loo-lay-lo?
what we did last week, which would be WWDLW.
WWDLW. Okay, this bit's falling apart and it's being held together by duct tape. Okay, so for my week, I felt like a boomer because I went to the grocery store and I was picking up burger buns because I got a bunch of burgers. I was like, well, I need more protein. And then, Meshi, I did the dastardly thing of going down the drink aisle. And if you don't know, I'm a little bit of a drink slut. I love drinks. But I was walking down the drink aisle, and to the bottom right of where all the 12 packs of stuff are, there was a lonely box sitting by itself. And I was like, what the fuck is that? It's all by itself. Like a wallflower all to itself, you know, no one paying it any mind. It was the last box of zero sugar Mountain Dew Baja Blast Tropical Lime.
God damn.
My chroma key is like taking out half the can. So it looks, whatever. It looks like a Sin City can. But, Meshi, can you look up for me? Is there a difference between Baja Blast and Baja Blast Tropical Lime?
Sure.
Someone's
already asked this question.
The hard-hitting questions.
It's the same. It's a different name for the same flavor.
So it's the same.
Yeah, Baja Blast was created for the original Taco Bell exclusive launch. And then
when
Tropical...
they put it in the...
Yeah.
So, anyways, I felt like a boomer because I was like, they have it in the can now!
They can't have it. Oh my god. Canned bread.
Canned Baja! Because if you don't know... Pepsi owns Taco Bell, and they pretty much bought it to essentially have a place to force people to make the Pepsi choice. And it's essentially just a storefront to sell their beverage and not allow you to purchase Coke.
Right.
Not a bit.
Yeah, no, no.
So, I don't know. I bought this, and that's the highlight of my week. This has 70 milligrams of caffeine in it, and I don't know how many I've had.
Jesus.
It's essentially like an energy drink, but in a can.
I mean, I
Uh,
get it. I have friends that go mad when they're like, they have Baja Blast. And it's like, I don't get it, but okay.
Neither was I because I never drank like full sugar. Like it's been it's been so long since I've like drank like full sugar things besides like Mexican Cokes when I go to the taco truck or whatever. I never got Baja Blast because I was like, is this sugary ass Mountain Dew? Like, no, I'm good. But now they have zero sugar version of it. So now it's like, oh, I can drink you now without feeling like complete garbage. Um, what else did I do with my week? Oh, perfect. I finished up a little game called Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. Um, it's been a really long time since I've played a difficult game. I spent 40 minutes on the last boss fight on normal difficulty. Um, I will say this was my least favorite of the Ninja Gaiden games since the 2004 release. But Ninja Gaiden to me is like pizza. Even like bad Ninja Gaiden, quote unquote, in comparison, is still like great. You had fun moments like impaling guys as like you like soar through the sky and make people eat it super hard. Um, so I still had a lot of fun, but it was almost like cheap in like an unfair way. Does that make sense? Like I never felt robbed or whatever previously like playing stuff. They also had weird sections like that. You have a stealth section that you never do again, like throughout the rest of the game. It had like it felt like 2012, the video game, where there was all these like little added modes or like types of missions that you only do like one time for like 2 minutes and you never see it again. Where they were just kind of like copying ideas of things and like putting it in. I wasn't mad at it. It just felt so of an era that it was like, oh, it's like a time capsule of every action game like gimmick thing that went on during that time. Oh, but the feels. Oh, the feels. It was like a B film for like the plot, but it was so earnest in all of its dialogue that I was gripped. I was captivated. I couldn't look away. As a grown man, I nearly shed a tear, Meshi. It was so heartfelt and sincere as Ryu essentially got his surrogate family while trying to save the world. It was so cheesy, but like sometimes there's a time and place for the nacho cheese. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
You don't need fresh grated Parmesan at all times. Sometimes a slap of American cheese on top of a burger melts just right. You feel me?
Yeah, I fully understand what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how I feel about Ninja Gaiden 3. Um, this is a tasty burger. But I had fun, but I got my ass kicked at the end, and it's kind of fun. You can check out my playthrough on the channel as soon as I put it out. Have I started putting it out? I need to get on that. Don't worry, it'll be out by the time you see this. What else did I do with my week? Also, I'm back on a big fighting game kick. I played a lot of Fatal Fury: City of the Wolves. I played uh probably about 30 games by myself, and then me and a friend ran probably 60 games in a row. Um this game's really fun to play. It feels great just to press buttons and get your combos going cuz essentially you could just like EX move into EX move like without having to build meter, like you have it from the start. Like you only need to worry about doing too many moves. and like quote unquote burning yourself out and locking yourself out from the EX system. It's fun to press stuff in this game, and it just feels good. So
Well, that's
we're
all you
gonna
can
watch
really
some.
ask from a fighting game, right?
Yeah, it just feels fun. I guess my only complaint right now is that I don't necessarily have an SNK character that is one that I typically main in video, like in SNK games. So right now I'm playing Gato, and he is fun. Uh, there's just some stance canceling things I'm gonna have to work on to like kind of really utilize them. But no, it's really fun, and I think what I really enjoy about it is the mechanical ceiling is so high on the game that it allows for moments of like really expert like what would you call it? Not essentially there's like parries in the game, but you have to tap back to parry and then you can cancel that parry into a move. So it's a very like high executional quick like just defend kind of mechanic thing that like is difficult to pull off, but it feels really good when you do. And so it's almost something to like aspire to in terms of like like improving your defense. And um this is a really good modern fighting game. It's just nice. And you can play as Marco and you can chop beer bottles in half. It's fun. Um
Who doesn't want to be a black guy?
and that's the other thing too. The customization is that of like old Melty Blood almost, where you can go into the creator thing and you have all the different patterns, all the different colors. You could pull up an RGB thing and select your own color and fully customize your own skin. I made like
Ooh.
I made a Felicia color for Gato because Gato means cat. So I made like a Darkstalkers Felicia color palette for him. And so you could just like you could do whatever. And you know, Demon Slayer Marco Butts here. Um I don't know, it's just this game's really good. I want more people to play it. Please play it. It's fun. It's fun. I'm gonna try to play more on the channel. Because I'm really enjoying it. And it's been a long time since I've ran like a super long set or a first to 50, if you will, with somebody. And it just was fun to play. And Soccer Man's there, of course. Um,
Because I'm a soccer man.
Kicking my soccer ball out here alone. Oh, and that's the other thing. Um, you don't hear this from me very often, Meshi. I got humbled. I
Oh?
came back to the game because I haven't played it much since release. I played it like for the first month or so, and then I kind of dropped off and started playing other stuff. I hopped back into casual and I got paired up with he was like a double or triple S rank Andy player, and I think I've seen him like in top eights of like online like Tampa Never Sleeps tournaments. Uh Super nice guy though. He kicked my ass 20 games in a row. I got two
Yeah.
rounds.
Wow. I wish I could have
Uh
seen that. Where can I watch that episode?
they'll never see it.
Damn
uh
it.
I got two rounds out of those 20 games, but he kept rematching me. It was because I've never played it. This character's new. He just came out not too long ago. He's cheap. He has round start, instant teleport behind you above meaty EX move that you just have to like hope you react to and block. And he like set plays into himself. It really kind of fired me up just to get better at this game. Ken Masters is coming out soon. He looks cool. We'll watch a desk video on him later. I wonder if Chun Li is going to be my character in this when she comes out in 2025. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm having fun. I'm really getting back into fighting games again, so it feels good. And then, of course, I spent some time with Jury this past week, and we're really learning the Feng Shui engine. It's really fun. Meshi, have you watched this combo that I did?
I have.
So I came
Explain it
up
to
with
me.
this. Um, all right, I'll walk you through it, Meshi. So she activates her level 2 super. It takes 2 bars of super meter. And essentially, her 6 buttons, you can chain them from lights to heavies. It's free form. There's no linking. You can just go left to right and just chain all of her moves together. So it ends up doing a lot of hits. And then I started finding routes where you could link fireballs into restarting the link. So I came up with this fun long combo. And it just felt fun. I hadn't sat in training mode and really tried to do anything because most games are pretty like executionally easy these days. Jury looked at me and said, "No, I'll give you a little bit of a challenge," and I'm having a lot of fun with it. So we're gonna watch it right now. So that's the activation of the level 2. And then we start the combo. And then I do the first string into a fireball. And then I link the next string into a fireball. And then I link the next string into another fireball. And then we finish the combo by launching and going into an air combo, ending in an EX, and then we end with the last bar of our super meter. It's around 50% damage. It's just one of those things that, like, you know what? Real men don't die when they're killed. They die when they're styled on. And I want to do more of that, you know?
Is it worth the 2 meter?
Is it worth the 2 meter?
Yeah.
In certain scenarios. So that's another thing I'm trying to improve with, where it's situational awareness, where your opponent meters at, can you burn them out, and can you put them in a situation where they just have to block your long chain and could possibly end in a checkmate situation. So it's not straightforward of just like, oh, let me do this, or whatever. It's very oh, and also it has complete corner to corner carry. I found a new route that essentially I could start in one corner and bring the opponent all the way to the other side of the the stage and put them in the corner. So it's kind of like a momentum based kind of like, okay, I don't know, it's just fun. It's I've been sticking to like reliable things that are just like, oh, well, this is completely worth it in every regard. This is like, can I utilize this kind of obscure new combo structure thing to make things happen for me? Tickles my brain, Meshy. It's nice.
Well, I'm glad that you're having fun with it.
Sorry, I was looking at the thing. Yeah, so Meshy, that's everything that I did with my week. It was a lot of fighting games, and I finished one video game. What did you do?
Uh, I went back and I tried some old video games again.
Welcome to
Uh,
the Star Wars podcast.
yeah. It's all I ever talk about is Star Wars and my love for it on this show.
This is a new, like, this is like a trend for you now. Like, I've never heard of me and this asshole have like played video games for like years together now. I haven't heard him talk like affectionately or like from like a kind of a big fan standpoint about Star Wars like ever.
No,
Um,
it was you have to start out small. So I started with Lord of the Rings. I didn't want to overwhelm you.
you wanted to start small on the like nerd level, so you're like, I'm gonna start with Lord of the Rings
Lord
and
of the
we'll
Rings.
ease into like
Well,
Star Wars, which
I didn't want
everybody's
to do Lord of
watched.
the Rings and Star Wars at the same time. I gotta ease into one franchise and do another. Um,
So how was Republic Commandos going back to it? Because you played the original PC religion
yeah. So I don't know
version.
how it works on this remastered one that you're showing a trailer of, because I didn't play on that. I played the original with some mods that help visually update it. Well, not update it, but make it not a blurry mess on a modern computer.
You mean I
It
pulled up the viewable trailer, so it's not a blurry mess for our visual watchers?
Yes.
Okay, go
It's
on.
the game's got a lot of heart. I'll give it that. Like it's so like early. I think this was a 360 game or a PS2
No, this
game.
was original Xbox. I remember it being on.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's it's actually been a while. Like it's so early 2000s like dialogue and stuff, like cheesy dialogue. The main guy, like what I didn't remember is that all of the clones in this have like different
Mhm.
voices, except for the guy that you play, which has the original Jango Fett actor voicing him.
Oh, I see.
Um,
Okay.
so it was I
2005. Oh my
got
god.
really thrown off by it. I was like, "What? Why is this clone speaking to me in a voice other than my character's voice?" Um, but I guess they kind of did that so you kind of knew each character was. They had their own like personality thing going on.
Yeah.
But there's
So
like cheesy dialogue in it, like you go into a vent and there's like a lightsaber hilt from a dead Jedi. You don't see the dead Jedi, you just find his weapon.
he
And
died in a vent.
I guess I don't know. I think it was like an Easter egg thing.
Oh,
And
okay.
he just looks at it and he goes, a weapon from a more civilized era, which is, a quote from A New Hope. And then he's like, he basically says, but not this era, or something like that, or
Hmm.
something really cheesy and like over the top, and like no one would say that. It's just really dumb. Um, but the game has a lot of heart. Like your squad members
Hmm.
will, like when you clear out a whole room of people, they'll go back and they'll double tap bodies.
And you're like, thanks, fellas.
Yeah. And they'll like comment on them doing it, like, "Hey, you think you got him?" And he's like, "I just wanted to make sure he's dead." It's like, or
Spit
"I
my
got him
Baja.
now." It's just really cool. And they'll do like knife take. Basically, your squad members are far cooler than you are. Um, they'll do like their own takedowns where they dodge a knife and they'll like spin around him and like stab him in the neck and then like throw him on the ground, and you're like, well, I just run up and I melee him with my knife thing and I don't get a cool animation. um
Hmm.
but it's also like really fucking hard. This game is so hard. um and I can't tell if it's just because it's like a really early 2000s game, so like you can't really tell if your bullets are hitting, or um like you can't tell when the enemy is shooting at you, except suddenly you're just kind of falling over dead. You have like little health. Like the game is designed that you have to use your squad members, which is fine,
Hmm.
but goddamn, like you die so quickly and just out of the blue. It's frustrating to a point. But then like you set up your squad members to do their thing, and and then it becomes easy mode and you're like, why am I even fucking here? But
Because
other than
they
that,
need direction. You're the Republic Commando McLeaderman.
yeah.
I love the idea that you went through the motions because I play so many like shooters with you, like Halo and everything else,
Uh-huh.
and I see how you play everything like wrong, and I heard the curve of like you learning of you playing completely wrong and like mashing your face against the wall while everyone else is behind you because you want to be the cool guy and do the thing and just die really hard or position badly because you're like situationally unaware, and then you're like, huh,
Uh-huh.
maybe I should back up and do this, and like, well, now the game's easy. So,
Well,
but I will say, I think games used to be harder. I do. I genuinely feel like they were more punishing back in the day.
I should, not that you don't have a point, but I should point out, like, you can't set up the squad where you want. There's like predetermined points, and sometimes they're not there. Basically, if those points are there for you to throw
Mhm.
them onto, then it becomes easy. And they don't die in like 2 hits. Um
Ooh, do you get game overs if your squad mates die?
no, well, basically if your whole squad dies, you lose. There's a revive mechanic, which
Oh, okay.
basically, like, if you die, your squad has to revive you.
Mhm.
Which you can order them to do it immediately, but they might get gunned down, or you could just be like, go play the game for me, come back when the enemies are dead in the room, which takes fucking forever.
Mhm.
But they do it.
They do it.
Um
Did you finish it?
but not yet. The game only has like 4 levels in it, but each level is like an hour or two
Hmm.
long. So it takes quite a while, and then like the difficulty curve, and then I'm like I gotta take a break.
Whew. That just you describing that reminds me of the first time I played Vanquish playthrough on the channel. And when I first played Vanquish, that game like overwhelmed like my senses where I'd complete a level that or get through like a section that was like an hour and I'm like, "All right, time for a break because overstimmied."
Oh, I get that.
What else do you do, Meshi?
Um, I went back and I had a want to play a game from my childhood, which was the Star Wars basically Rogue Squadron series.
Mhm.
So I started with Rebel Strike, and the reason I went Rebel Strike, it's the third one of the GameCube series, and the reason I went with Rebel Strike is because I remember you being able to drive an AT-AT, or as the millennials say, an AT-AT. Um, um,
Just stop. What is with you? No, no, no. It's not even what you said. What the hell is wrong with you? Why do you always do things out of order? You want
I
to
don't know.
watch Annabelle out of order? Start with the last one and go backwards. Now you're playing the Rebel Strike games or whatever these are called, and you start with the last one. What is it? Or do you like things in reverse order? Do you like knowing where things end up and seeing them in reverse order? Are you living life through the rearview mirror, Meshi? What's going
A
on?
little bit, yeah. I mean,
Oh, fair enough.
well, part of the problem was that like I forgot this was the third one, and then I looked back and I was
Fair
like,
enough.
"Oh yeah."
The all the all timers. Fair enough.
Yeah. Well, because it's called Rogue Squadron Rebel Strike. It's not called Rogue Squadron 3. So I just thought it was that one.
Okay.
But it's fun. I can't get emulators to work. I always I always have such issues with emulators working, and then I watch other people like perfectly emulate a game and I'm like, "What the fuck?" Um
Well, what
but
issues are having? Did you go to one of those guys and just copy their settings?
yeah, I've been through like 8 different guides about improving the like the overall quality of it. And it's not visually bad. It's the audio. It usually
Oh,
is
it's the
always the
audio.
audio.
Okay.
Um and so like the beginning, I forgot when they made Rogue Squadron games back in the day. The opening Lucas art logo, they would just be disco dancing. They'd have Star Wars characters disco dancing with to the Star Wars song. I was like, what the fuck? I don't remember this at all.
What's
Um
happening?
yeah, but it's I don't know, like it's fun to fly Star Wars vehicles and shoot laser beams. I don't know what it is. Usually I don't like vehicles or flying around or whatever, but it's just fun to like shoot things with and fly around and blow up TIE fighters and fly all the various other weird vehicles they have in Star Wars because they put a lot of like random ones in here, like the Naboo Starfighter or the TIE Interceptor and stuff like that. So it's fun. There's a lot of stuff to do, and for whatever reason, I don't know what the joke is, but I remember it being in the N64 Rogue Squadron. Is there's a Buick that you can type a cheat code for and then just fly around and blow up TIE fighters with it.
A Buick?
Yeah, I don't know what the joke is, but I know it's been in there since in the N64 days.
I I remember because you talked about like that, right? I remember Jedi Starfighter. Did you play this game?
I did. I had such issues with like the first level. I was
Did you?
terrible at it.
I played it as a kid. I remember having fun with the. I wonder how it holds up nowadays. Oh my goodness. I love the idea of Samuel L. Jackson staring disapprovingly at you and not blinking while you're going through the mission. Um, I wonder if this holds up or if I was just happy to be playing Star Wars.
It might be that.
Interesting. Did you complete this other? How far did you get playing?
I just kind of wanted to go back and do all the missions or do all the missions that I wanted to do or was interested in. So I just like cheat coded all of them because you could just level select around.
Oh, I see.
Um, so I just played all the like the fun ones that I remembered, like the Geonosis thing and like the Death Star trench run stuff and
Oh, the trench run.
blowing
Was
up
it
the
fun
super. Yeah. You
for a
get to
trench run?
you remember the Super Star Destroyer
Pull up,
from.
on! I'm sorry. This guy is getting so deep inside this thing. It scared me. Okay, go on, Meshi.
You
You
remember
got so close.
the Super Star Destroyer from Return of the Jedi?
Uh huh.
And do you remember how it dies?
No, I don't.
There's a pilot whose name I can't remember. He has some name, but he's not named in the movie, I don't think. His A-wing goes. It's the scene where they're like, amplify the forward firepower. I don't want anything getting through. And like a TIE fighter hits the back of that A-wing's engines and he just spirals into the command center. And the guy sees it happen from the command deck and he's like, amplify the forward firepower! It hits the command deck and then just like the A-wing just explodes throughout the entire wing. And then it fucking just crashes into the Death Star.
That's so fucking funny.
and
I think.
and you get to reenact that scene where you're flying across the Superstar Destroyer, dodging all the turbo lasers, and then when you make it to the command deck, you get shot, and then your A-wing spirals into the command center and blows up and kills the Superstar Destroyer.
Meshi, we might have to go back through Star Wars. We might have to have a Star Wars. This turning into a Star Wars podcast. We might just have to revisit those movies and talk about them.
Yeah, totally.
How long has it been since you've seen? Let's not talk about the new stuff. What about like the original and the prequels?
I've at this. Ooh. It's probably been since whenever The Force Awakens came out. I don't remember how long ago that was.
God, that was probably 9 something years ago. When was The Force Awakens? 2015. That was Meshi. That was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably right around there.
It might be. Yeah, we might have to go revisit these and start going through them again. Well, it sounds like you had a good time.
I did. Star Wars and like its meminess, especially for the first 3 movies, is always fun and enjoyable to remember. And then Star Wars people have like really fun names to say.
Well, give me an example of a fun Star Wars name.
Like Max Rebo is one. Fucking Porkins is hilarious.
Porkins! No! Oh, rest well, sweet prince.
Mon Mothma is always good. Like they just have fun names like Jizz Whalers.
What?
Jizz is the music style that the Cantina people play. It's called Jizz music.
Please stop saying it.
Lucas made that name for his music because he wanted something similar to jazz.
And he's like, "Ooh, space. Let's spacify it." And I hear it. It's like George.
Well, this is also before it became what it is now.
Thanks,
so
George.
It makes a lot more sense. Yeah. So it's just really fun. There's like Bib Fortuna or Bob Nass, not Bob Nass, Boss Nass. Who's that big fat Gungan that's like
See, I'm such a casual person. Like I just saw the movies and it was just something to do. and whatnot. I remember like watching the original trilogy like on a VHS like box set or whatever. Um, it's been so long, but I did watch a YouTube short about the music being called jizz music or whatever, and now that's just kind of, it's very funny in retrospect. It reminds me of when I went back and watched Bubblegum Crisis, and they call the robots boomers. And so the evil guy is like, and with my boomers, we will take over the world. So the entire thing in retrospect, like the animation, everything's like super fun. Well, I love like 90s and early 2000s anime. But just stuff in retrospect, like now, it's like, oh, it's hard to take seriously when it's just like, oh God, it's another boomer. There's like a scene of like these human cops trapped in an elevator, and they're trying to get out, and like the robots are getting through. It's like, oh God, the boomers are coming through. You know, and just in retrospect, it's funny, so I get it, but that's the little things.
It's the little things.
It's the little things. Did you do anything else with your week, Meshi?
No, I think that was it. That was on my list, right? Or we're gonna segue into movies.
Yeah, we're gonna do that without you knowing it, with that flawless segue that we said out loud. What did you say, segue?
Segue.
Are you having? Oh no, is this
These goggles are cutting off.
Compartmentalize? Is this one of those moments again?
Yeah.
See, I love how you were able to say it because I said it first because I stumbled first, so you could like run.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Why'd you say you're welcome to me? You should be thanking me. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
All right, we'll get into the movies we watched. I'm gonna start with me because Meshi's been flapping up the gums about his rekindled flame with Star Wars, which is almost endearing in its own way to listen to. Last week, I watched Dino Croc. This week, I watched Super Gator. Let me make sure this is muted. This is, I guess the next film in the franchise before the crossover, which is Dino Croc versus Super Gator. This movie was, the monsters look the exact same. And I don't think I liked it as much as Dino Croc, but a lot more people died. If you see these ladies here, they have an awkwardly long scene of that previous guy who just got eaten, and he's like taking pictures of them for like a magazine because this is taking place like on an island with a volcano, and he's like, "Dance, ladies, dance," and he keeps going, and he's like, "Be whimsical like a bunny, hop." And like, it's like, oh my God, did they spend most of the budget like hiring these two like ladies? And they're just like, well, we're gonna get our money's worth. And it kept going and kept going, and so many people died. And they love doing this weird like close-up shaky thing as they have like a fake like plastic gator head like biting the person, and it keeps doing it for like every person who dies, and it's kind of wonderful.
It must have saved so much budget.
You know, but when it soared, it really, you know, so many people ate it so hard. You know, that was the fun of it, was watching like this poor guy was running away, and he's like, "Stop, please pick me out of the road." And you know, and then he just eats it, and then you know,
That guy's like, "Fuck this shit."
and then he gets pulled out of the Jeep as he drove away, and then you know, no one gets out of this unscathed. There's very few survivors. Super Gator is much more deadly than Dino Croc, so I'm interested to see where the mashup of these two, when an immovable object meets an unstoppable force, for this legendary finale of this franchise happens. Um, I like how this guy's high and he's like rubbing his lady. He's like, yeah, totally. He's like,
That's
oh
the
god,
director.
no. And then he dies behind the CG tiki mask.
Oh my
It's just
God,
it's just fun. It was a fun movie. This poor Honolulu dancer fought to his dying breath with his torch thing. Um, the plot was paper thin. It really just kept killing people over and over again. If anything, it might have been a little long in the tooth. Pun intended. Did I have a stroke? I think I had a stroke.
Yeah. Why is that guy dressed like Steve from Blue's Clues?
It was of that era, Meshi, early 2000s. It
Wait,
did have the infinite ammo thing where this guy would like put in a 30-round mag and
is this the same old guy from the first movie?
no. He looks he looks like a similar like old guy.
I
And
see.
then his gun, and then he goes out swinging. And he's like, "Come get some!"
Jesus.
I think it's bit in half. It's fun. And then he blows up whenever they accidentally hit a gas line and blow up the super gator.
Is that discount Bruce Campbell?
Yes, it's discount Bruce Campbell. It was just it was a fun film. Hour and a half. It felt like 2 hours. If you're looking for something dumb and fun to watch, I'd recommend it. Yeah, surprisingly not bad. I think that's the best way to sum that up. Ooh, and speaking of something bad, I went back and shit watched Underworld 1. This started out really fun. This was I talked about Ninja Gaiden being a time capsule. This was very much a time capsule of the Matrix had happened and action movies followed suit, where they're like, but what if we do the Matrix but with vampires and werewolves? Because most of the time these fights consist of untransformed werewolves and vampires fighting in an open Call of Duty lobby where they're jumping around with guns and just shooting at each other, completely uncoordinated. This was a 2 hour and 10-minute film, and it didn't need to be. This was like an hour 20 or hour 30 movie at best.
Do you think this is what started like the all vampires have to dress like super sexy like theme from like this movie onward?
I don't think so, because you had like, so it got into which I enjoyed a little bit of the vampire like coven, or the Kevin as we call it. Because you have two sides, which is Kate Beckinsale's character, which is a part of the Death Dealers, where they're just hunting vampires dressed like Matrix trenchcoat characters, and then you have the weird blood orgy guys who are just like, I like to be here, and be smarmy, and like have my blood orgy stuff and like make out or whatever. I don't think this started it, because if anything, this just ripped off the Matrix, and just made the trenchcoat thing happen again.
Yeah.
Maybe Queen of the Damned. When did Queen of the Damned come out? Check that, Meshi.
Check the tapes.
Check the tapes. As I continue on with this,
2002.
So probably just before this, maybe. I don't know when this movie came out. It was fun. I enjoyed the
2003.
One year apart.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I just wish it wasn't nearly as long. Like, holy jeez. There was because I did cardio during this entire movie. I have an exercise bike. I cranked it up to max and I just pedaled for an hour and 10 minutes straight. There was like a 40-minute stretch where nothing happened. And it's supposed to be this conspiracy mystery of like figuring out like who's betraying who, like which vampires doubling down and like selling secrets, or who's finding out about this. But at the same time, it's like it's painfully obvious, but they try to like jump around it to like add suspense. It had a lot of gumption though. The main complaint I have is the fact that there's about 30 minutes of this film that could have been cut, and there's the main vampire guy. Where is he? Wait for him. He'll pop on screen eventually. This man was extremely miscast in this film. You have a lot of people like Kate Beckinsale and the rest of these characters who have like kind of like English accents and that kind of thing, and you really feel them in that world. And then you have this vampire guy who's kind of like watching over the coven while the old vampires sleep, and he
Is his
sounds like
name
he's off a
Raven
sitcom.
or
Craven,
Craven? Craven.
yes.
Don't know why I remember that.
Every time he talked, it was so jarring that it was like you had these vampire people talking, you could buy that they're in this world together, and then he is like, "How dare you disrespect me?" And it was like, who let this guy talk? And how did he get the role of like the main antagonist vampire guy? He was so out of place. Um, Bless his heart. Um, yeah, and then the special effects, they didn't hold up. There's 5 of these movies, and I want to get to the very last one just to see Kate's character. I don't even know her name. In a white jacket because it looks cool. Um, so I hope the next one's shorter, but that's pretty much all I have to say about that film. Um, Other than like characters dying really hard off screen, like just getting eaten and you can't see what's happening. Do you have anything
uh,
to add about Underworld meshing?
it's one of those movies that I remember enjoying when it came out, but I have not seen it since.
I wouldn't go back. I wouldn't go back. It was very it was cool for the sake of being cool, which I admire. It's very of that era. Like when we were young and we watched like cool, like some of these cool fight scenes. I remember like characters dying in movies when I was younger. I was like, oh my god, that guy ate it so hard. And then you watch it back, it's like, oh, this guy has like armpit whips that he like pulls out. He's fighting a werewolf, and he's like hitting the werewolf, and you know he whips him like 3 times, and then he gets his silver whip stuck on a piece of concrete, and he's like, oh god, and then he gets eaten, and it's like that wasn't even slightly effective. They have literal bullets with liquid silver in them or silver nitrate in them that you could shoot one bullet and like just take care of a werewolf. Meanwhile, this asshole has these silver whips that are like scratching like maybe the epidermis layer of the skin and nothing else. And as a kid, I remember being like this awesome fight of like this guy like whips him out and like starts like swanging them and doing stuff. It wasn't nearly as impressive in 2025.
Um,
You
you
know.
know, I remember pretty much the plot and several scenes from every one of those Underworld movies.
Have you seen all of them? I think I've only seen the first one.
I've seen all of them.
All right, well, I'll report back when we get through the rest of them. But I'll hop into another movie I was kind of curious about seeing because I saw a YouTube short about it, or just of one of the scenes. A little film called Bullet Train. Um, Half of this movie I really enjoyed, and the other half I very much detested. So what was that? Give it like a 5 out of 10, I guess.
Damn,
I
that's rough.
I, I enjoyed some of the bits. I liked Brad Pitt's character. I enjoy like the kind of like because he only did snatch and grab jobs, right? Like this
Yeah.
kind of criminal guy trying to reform his life and going through therapy and learning how to approach the world in a different way. It got a little, some points were a little cringy on the whole like therapy aspect of it, but some of it was really funny. Um, and I enjoyed him overall. This movie hopped around way too much. Like I know they were trying to introduce you to all these different characters and why they ended up on this train and what all was going on. Uh, you could have cut out maybe one or two of the characters and made this plot a little more coherent, or maybe implemented things in a different order, because they kind of introduce characters just to give an excuse of them having a relationship to another character as to why they are there without the other characters knowing they're there. It's almost like that what's Murder on the Orient Express movie.
Yeah.
It's almost like that, but with a lot more violence and less talking. Because like this person killed this person's responsible for this person's death, but this person doesn't remember this person because they were doing this other thing. Um, I had I had an okay time with it. I'd give it a 5 out of 10. I don't think I'd recommend it to anybody, but if you ended up seeing it for some reason, um, I don't think you'd be terribly upset.
That's so interesting.
Why?
Well, it's because
Oh, and this
I
cutie
would
little
recommend it to
stewardess.
people.
Would you?
I enjoyed this movie when I saw it. I was like, I had a fun time with it. I but I understand that different people have different tastes, and like you are far better at just looking at things and being like, that shouldn't be there. And meanwhile I'm like
Well, that's the thing. Like, but you'll come up with some logical stuff, and I'm like, just shut your brain off and watch. Like this whole bit of like the stewardess lady coming in and Brad Pitt making that other guy pay for his sparkling water. I lost it. I loved this. This was wonderful. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
do you mind? Like, and she's just politely waiting and takes the money, and then he hits him in the head with it. It was wonderful. People ate it super hard in this film. Also, they, oh wow, they eat it really hard. Um, yeah, yeah. That's all. That's all I'd say with it. I had fun with half of the film. The other half I hated. So it kind of evened out to. I'm okay with this, I guess. I'm not mad that I watched it. I was just a little. I don't know what I really expected. Honestly, I was just curious about the movie. So, but I enjoyed it, I guess. I guess we can hop into something that we watched together, Meshi.
That's
We
true.
watched a little film called Annabelle Creation. For some reason, as I alluded to earlier in the episode, we've been watching these Annabelle movies, but for some reason, Meshi wanted to start at the end. And then we decided to watch the rest of the film, so we're slowly going backwards in order rather than watching the first Annabelle movie. So this is the second Annabelle movie that depicts the origin story of the doll. Um, So what all have we watched? Let's recap it, Meshi. We've seen The Conjuring 1, Conjuring 2.
Too.
I watched The Nun. You've already seen The Nun.
Yeah.
Um, have we missed any? Are there any other
We
movies?
watched Annabelle Comes Home,
Annabelle Comes Home, and then
and
this
then
film.
this film.
I want to say that I think I enjoyed this movie the most.
I would say, yeah, I would
Would
agree
you
with
agree
that.
with that?
Yeah.
It had some good scary moments. It did show it. The scarecrow moment did lose it. You didn't need to show the thing inhabiting
I
Annabelle.
was so disappointed in that.
Yeah, because it started out good. And remember, the beginning of this film is great because it starts with, oh, what happens? Doll maker guy gets a flat tire on the way home from church, and then his daughter runs into the middle of the street and eats it super hard to the
Yeah.
face.
And body.
You know, um, I don't know. I enjoyed it, but not like oh, I really enjoyed this. Like maybe like a 6.5 or maybe a 7 at best. I thought it was fine. Oh, and people actually died in this film, thank goodness. Like I'm trying to think. None of the Conjuring movies we've seen thus far have had characters die. Annabelle Comes Home is kind of more like the Stranger Things of like these movies, where it's just about like the teenage girls like in the haunted house, you know,
Yeah.
and no one dies, and the parents come home and like, glad nothing bad happened. Am I right? This one, both the parents eat it super hard. Spoilers. I don't know what else to say about it really. I'm trying to remember any fun bits or any fun scares that they had. They had some nice background, kind of like just characters coming into frame, like out of focus, and then like disappearing. Um, but of this mid universe, uh, I think this has been the best thus far. You know what we need to do after we finish all the movies? We need to do a tier list and rank them in their
Yeah.
own cinematic universe and see where everything lines up after we watch everything. I sucked
But
all the air in the room. How do you feel about it, Meshi?
I mean, it is the best of the Conjuring universe we've watched so far. It did
Uh-huh.
a lot of cool stuff, like with the mom, like half corpse walk, not half corpse, like dragging herself towards people. Uh, that was good. I was so disappointed in the Scarecrow. Like they were doing such a good job with him, and then he's like, "I'm popping out as the devil," and it's like, ah, you ruined it.
I soiled it. Soiled
That
it.
that was the biggest disappointment of that movie. Like I was when that kid stepped out and got hit by that car, I was like, you know what? Maybe this movie's not so bad.
Wait, hold on a minute. You got my attention. Yeah, it did.
But then when the dad just like gets crackled
Bolt.
apart.
Oh man, anyway. There's a scene where he's holding up a cross. He's like, "Back thou, demon!" And the devil thing starts like cracking his hand backwards, finger by finger, making him drop the cross. I was like, "That looks painful." And then he kind of just balls him up and puts him on the floor. It was nice. I was like, "Oh, Meshi, someone died."
I know. Ooh, what a surprise. And
The body count's going up.
best part about that scene is that they didn't show the devil at all. He was just two yellow beady eyes that went from child-sized darkness to giant devil-sized darkness. And I was like, they didn't ruin it.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. If somehow you're a filmmaker who stumbled upon this in the year 2028 somehow, don't show us. Just tease it. Allude to it. Our minds can think up scarier things, and what we don't see is what's really scary, not your dumb fake plastic mask of a demon thing.
Here's Johnny.
Or Jack Nicholson. Meshi, when's the last time you watched The Departed?
Oh my god, it's been 15 plus years since I've seen The
Oh,
Departed.
okay, we might have to go back to it because there's a lot of improv lines that Jack Nicholson did off script that kind of made his character, I feel like, fleshed out. And it's kind of funny just to hear of like a lot of improv things happening that he's like, no, 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 I got this. Don't worry about it. Just keep rolling. And
Is it as bad as Christopher Walken's improv in that Alien movie we watched?
no, not even that. Christopher Walken didn't want to be there, so he's like, "Shut up and film. I'm just gonna blab on about stuff." Uh, I feel as though his character becomes more sinister because of what Jack Nicholson's like. Okay, let me
Uh,
add this stuff to the end of it.
letting
Um,
Nicholson be Nicholson, and Nicholson's doing a good job.
yeah, he does do a good job. uh, Sorry, I watched the original Batman '89 Tim Burton film, and that movie is, oh boy.
I'm Catwoman, and I backflip away.
No, that's the second one. That's
Oh,
Catwoman. Hear me roar as she backflips. No, this is Joker versus Batman. '89 Batman, the original. Do you know how he gets taken down, Meshi?
um, some dumb gimmick, I'm sure.
The reporter lady that Bruce Wayne is now kind of in like a we hooked up relationship with now.
Vicky Vale.
I think it's Vicky Vale. Fakes like she's gonna give the Joker a blowjob to distract him, while Batman then swings in and hits him.
All right then.
Batman '89, everybody. Tim Burton's that guy. Very strange film. Yeah, it was hard to go back and watch. Um, but Jack Nicholson was cool as the Joker. I just the fake out fellatio into Bat Punch Kerpow was kind of like, was this for
Biggie,
children?
Biggie, give him a bad job.
Give him a patch.
Give him a bad job. I'll swoop in.
From the top rope. But now I'm curious, Meshi. You watched a movie.
I did.
Tell me about it. What the hell is this?
So it's an indie movie, which I found out later. After I had watched it, I looked up like, oh, it's an indie movie. That kind of makes more sense. This movie
Is called
is called The Headhunter. I apologize. I forgot I didn't say that. It is a movie that definitely wanted to be one of those movies that's like, I'm going to show you all this visual stuff and be symbolic about things rather than have like any lines or interaction outside of that.
Are you following around this asshole with like hardly any dialogue happening?
Basically, yes.
Okay. Go on.
So it starts out with him in the woods with his daughter, and he has like a makeshift like alarm system built up with like animal bones, it's like that string that, if they cross it makes a noise. Starts out like that. Something crosses the thing, you never see it. It's just like a black fuzz that goes across the screen, and then it goes to him, and he's like, oh shit, and he pulls out his sword and he walks off screen. You hear some roaring and then a slice, and he comes back covered in blood. And you see his daughter there, and he does some like, ooh, like go back to sleep, whatever. And then he looks at his hands, and they're all covered in blood. And then the movie like skips. It doesn't tell you it skips ahead, but it skips ahead to him in his cabin.
Okay. Go on.
It basically it opens up with him making a brew of some kind or a potion. I'm going to call it a potion because that's basically what it is. It's like really gross and murky and disgusting, and he's mixing all these things in, and he's pulling out all these like tiny little bones, and I'm sitting there for like, it's like 5 or 6 minutes of this scene. I'm saying like, what the fuck is going on right now? What the fuck are you doing? And there's this window that he has above his little like potion making station. I'm going to call it that. And it's basically he lives in a stone house, and it's a stone window, and then it has wooden shutters. The wooden shutter is it's broken. So it's just swinging back and forth, like opening, closing. And it basically opens and closes, and it makes a really loud squeaking noise every time it does, and then it hits this little jar that knocks over, and like some dirt or brown whatever powder falls out of it. And then that's when the scene cuts to a different scene, and I'm like, okay, the fuck was that about? Like, he didn't react to the powder falling over, so it wasn't like important or ruined his like potion or whatever. It was like, what the fuck was like, it was so blaringly obvious, like this is a thing and you should be paying attention to it, that I was like, I'm so like, where is this movie going? It ends with him making 3 jars. He padlocks them to the table, and then each jar has a lid on top of it that locks with a key.
Okay.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on? And then a horn blows in the distance, and he runs off. He gets on his gear, and he runs off. And then he comes back afterwards. Like, you tell, like, time has gone by. And he comes back with a head, and he mounts it on the wall. And then he has, like, this massive gaping like shoulder wound that he like
Mhm.
stumbles over, and he opens up one of the jars, and he grabs out all this murky stuff and he puts it on his wound, and then he just fucking passes out. And he wakes up and the wound is fine. So it's some like regenerative potion that he uses every time he gets hurt that he makes.
Okay.
Um but and then the movie continues. He visits his daughter's grave. You see his wall, which has like dozens of these different like creature heads or whatever. This movie, you never see him fight anything except for the final thing.
Okay.
Um, so he goes out and he continuously gets called from these horns while he's doing various things. Um, you never see you don't see where he goes for a very long time. But he comes back, and he comes back with a new injury, and then it shows him like this one's like a facial giant gash. His nose is missing a chunk, and he puts the potion stuff on, and then he passes out, and he wakes up, and his face is fine. Um, and then like uh, the window is like squeaking a lot, so he's like, I'm gonna fix that. So he starts sawing at this piece of wood outside of the window, and then he gets a horn call. So he leaves that alone, and the window is still swinging back and forth. And he dresses up in armor, and you actually follow him this time to this
Okay.
place.
Oh,
And
okay.
he's in a tree. It's a giant tree out in the middle of this. It's like the only tree in the middle of this giant field, and there's an arrow sticking out of it with a scroll. The scroll has a picture of a monster on it, and then off in the distance is like a knight that you see has shot the arrow. He saw that the guy arrived and he fucks off. You never meet him. You just see a castle in the distance. You're like, okay. Um, and then it pans over, and there's like thousands of or not thousands, but there's hundreds of these arrows all over this field with to show that he's been through this a lot. Um, I'm gonna backtrack a bit because he does show these scrolls in a book, and they have like different monsters on them and like references to where they're at, and then it has like
Mhm.
order of the blah blah blah. So I'm pretty sure that he's somehow got part of this order that hunts down creatures from all over the place, basically. And
Mhm.
for some reason, after I don't know if it's the cause of why, but they made it a really big point to show him pissing blood like super painfully. Like
I'm sorry. I'm just
he
thinking the
just
BB King with fucking
like
trying to
like
pass
he's
kidney stones. Ah!
yeah. So he's huddled over this tree, and you just see him from the
Uh-huh.
face up, and he's just like, oh, 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 screaming, and then it cuts to the ground, and then just like this black goo blood is just pissing out of him. Like
Oh.
I have no idea why they showed it. It never gets brought up again. I just think like I was like, "Oh, is he dying? Is that what's going on? Or is it because of that?" Like it's weird because everything else is like, "Oh, we want to show you all this stuff that's going on.
Mhm.
Pay attention to it. It's important." It's like, "Why is he pissing black blood? What's going on?"
Yeah.
um anyway, so sorry. The reason they show you this one is because this is the thing that killed his daughter, and he's like, "Yes, finally, I'm going to hunt it down. I'm going to murder it," because that's what he's been looking for this whole time.
Okay.
And when he leaves, every time the horn blows, he mounts a spike to the wall. But this time, he when he mounted it to the wall and like moved his hand across the spike, he got a splinter and bled onto the spike. And I was like, that's a weird symbol. I wonder if he's gonna die because every head that he sticks to this wall drips blood in the same way onto his
Mhm.
floor. I'm like, okay, this is his either final one or whatever. So he
Mhm.
goes off, and you follow him on this journey, and he's gone for like weeks. He sees a troll. That's like the only other monster that you actually see is like a troll in the distance, where he's talking to some dead skeleton guy, and he's asking him like, "Oh, what got you?" It could have been a troll, and he's like, "Nah, we're too far north." And then he looks off in the distance, and there's a troll, and he's like, "Oh, maybe not." And then he like falls back into a bush and goes to sleep. But sorry, so he gets to where the thing is,
Uh-huh.
and he's not. What I actually like about this character is that he's not dumb. He's actually smart. Like,
Okay.
in like revenge things, when they finally get to the revenge thing, they're just blind with rage, and he's like, and they just kind of like, oh, that's why you failed, is because you're so angry that you're not thinking about things properly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This guy is actually different, in which he's like, okay, I got to be tactical about this. I know what it is, blah, 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 blah. You never see him fight it, which is like, what? He just goes off into the thing and he does some stuff and he kills it. And he comes back with its head in a bag.
Okay.
But he's so like relieved that it's finally over, that he doesn't do his usual thing, which is mount it on a spike. He throws it at the cabinet on the wall, and then he goes and he visits his daughter's grave to say, it's finally done or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Well, while he's gone, it pans up to the window that's swinging back and forth, right? And he's like,
Mm-hmm.
well, he left one of those fucking regenerative jars on the countertop, and
Mm-hmm.
it's slowly swinging, and the window is hitting it, and it's edging towards the edge. I was like, okay, that's where this is going.
Mm-hmm.
And it falls over, and all the goop spills onto the head, and then you start seeing it moving, and then it suddenly grows its spine back. I'm like, oh shit, now we're actually going to see a fight. This is what this is building up to.
Uh-huh.
So he comes back eventually, and he goes in there, and the bag's gone. He's like, oh shit. He's like, okay, hold on. And he looks over, and the jar is knocked over. And he's like, oh fuck. And he runs over the jar, and he looks inside of it at the goop, and he's like,
Mm-hmm.
he's looking around, and then he sees like this dead spider that he had crushed like days ago. And he runs over to it and he drops some goop onto it, and the spider starts coming back to life. And he just goes, shit! And he smashes the spider and then runs out of the room. I guess he never realized that it could bring things back to life. I guess, like, he's just now
Mm-hmm.
realizing it. So he goes off trying to find it. He can't find it. You see it in like the distance where it's grown its spine back and it's making weird like monster noises. So he goes around looking for it, and then he comes back to the cabin, and he can hear it, and he doesn't know where it is. He's freaking out. It's like pitch dark, and all he has is a torch. And then it shows, like, I was like, how does this guy get injured so much? And then it shows his point of view from inside of his helmet, and he has such massive blind spots that he can't see fucking shit. Like, I don't know why he's wearing this helmet. He can't see anything. The he has a giant missing, like, because of the nose guard. He has a
Uh-huh.
giant like black space right there in the middle of his face. Like, he's missing like 60% of his vision. So I'm like, this is why this guy gets fucking hurt all the time and needs this shit, because he can't see anything.
Uh-huh.
So basically, I don't know what the creature says, because it's kind of like hissing at him, but he
Okay.
suddenly goes like, oh, you leave her alone. And he starts running towards his daughter's grave, and then it pans over to the monster that's made it to the grave, and it's basically dug her up, because he buried her like 2 feet in the ground.
Yeah.
And it shoves its spine into her skeleton body and basically starts controlling it.
Okay.
And then by the time he gets there, it's gone. And he's so fucking angry, and he goes off into, basically tracks it down to this cave, and you get this
Uh-huh.
like really claustrophobic shot where he can only move sideways, and he's wearing that fucking helmet, and he can't really see
Mm-hmm.
shit. And then you see it behind him, like crawling along the wall in Conjuring way and format. I think it was in the trailer actually. Yeah, this scene. Um, and then basically he has a moment where he has to kill his daughter again. Well, not
Mm-hmm.
again, but he has to kill his daughter basically again. She has to die again. So he pins it to the wall, and it's trying to fight him, and he's fighting back, but it's a skeleton, so it really doesn't have that much fight in it. So he's just like manhandling this thing, and he's just like screaming, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry!" And he just rips its head off again, puts it in the
Okay.
bag, runs back to his house, throws it on the ground. It's daytime by now. Pulls out his axe and chops it in half in this bag, and then runs off to bury his daughter again. And then you see the bag like wiggle, but it's done in such a way it's like, did it wiggle, or because it cuts like immediately afterwards. I'm pretty sure that bag wiggled.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because after he smashed that spider and he thought it was dead, it twitched again. I'm like, oh, there's like show blah 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 bullshit. So he buries his daughter. He comes back. He's like, oh, thank God it's over, but he doesn't realize the bag's not there anymore for whatever reason. He just hears that fucking window again, and he's like, I'm gonna go fix it. So he walks around the house. The camera goes into the house and is looking at this window opening and closing and opening and closing. He's right on the other side of it, sawing, and
Mm-hmm.
then you just hear, and then like him choking, and then like generic flesh ripping, and basically the thing has ripped his head, and then the thing walks in and puts his head on a spike. So he basically off screen got killed by this thing. The thing took over his body and then nailed his head on a spike, and that's how the movie ends. And I was just like, watching it and knowing, I was so disappointed in the ending. Like, it's not a bad watch until the end, um in which I just kind of went, I hate this. This this is such a shit ending to
Mm-hmm.
this. Cuz it happens off screen, and then it like happens in a way that like doesn't make sense, because somehow this thing that got chopped in half regenerated enough to then strangle him and rip his head off in like 3 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just so disappointed. It was a roller coaster of emotion, because it started out with me being like, what the fuck is going on? Why aren't they showing anything? There's just this guy running off into the woods and then coming back with a head to mount on his wall. And then he finally gets to the part where it's like, oh, he finds the monster that killed his daughter. So it's kind of like you see more of it, and you're like, okay, we're gonna start seeing more stuff.
Yeah.
And then it gets to the end, and it's just like, no, I hate this. This is not how this movie needs to end right now for me. Um, so as an indie movie, I would probably give it like a 6.6. If the ending was better, I could give it an even 7. I apologize for my long-winded explanation of this movie.
Meshi, I feel like I saw the entire film in my mind's eye, and I never have to see this movie.
it's it's such a weird universe, because like it has all these monsters in it, as you can see from his wall,
Yes.
but you never see any of them. But it
It's,
being an indie movie makes more sense now.
yeah.
They just don't have the
They don't
budget
have the
for it.
budget to show it, yes. And it's, they shot for the moon, and they fell
They
short
fell at the
of.
right at the very end. Was very disappointed.
I can tell, Meshi, you really let that movie have it, and it sounded like it reminded me of my experience watching a little movie called The Witch. I don't know if you ever saw it.
Oh yeah, the Vivitch.
Yeah, the V double V's.
Yeah, those
Yeah, because
aren't
that whole
teacups.
movie, a lot of nothing's happening. A lot of people aren't even talking most of the time, and when they are talking, it's like that old Englishy kind of whatever.
Yeah,
And it perfectly culminates in one of the most horrific things of body horror that I have ever seen, which is the scrunched up, gross, old looking hag lady. It was the first time I had been like, I felt sick to my stomach looking at a screen because of how many, like, her body was like a bakery. It had rolls for days. It was really nasty looking, but you only catch a glimpse of it because she's supposed to be like an old witch hag, right? It was the
Right.
first time I had like seen something where I was like, oh, you know. So it got me, even though it was boring as fuck. That moment got me.
But
So
was it horrifying enough that you would have immediately jumped out of a two-story window?
no, but
Okay. Okay. Whew.
I did have I actually like I remember watching the film, and I watched it at home too. This was like in the theaters or anything. I jumped back on the couch because of how gross, like how like upsetting it was to like look at. I genuinely was like, "Go! No, don't come close to me, you old bitch." um, yeah. Okay. Well, we went on that roller coaster of emotion. What about this one? What else did you watch, Meshi?
I watched Osiris, which I l- I don't even know how I found it. I was just like, "What the fuck is this?" And it came out like recently. I don't know if it was like a Netflix movie or if it was actually in theaters or whatever. I don't really know anything about it.
Okay.
Um, but it had Laura
Hold on,
Hamilton in it.
just a moment. Is that the dad from Pacific Rim?
Tell you in a second.
Did I shoot from the hip again? Hold on. Hold everybody. Podcast listeners, give me a moment. Let me have it.
I think his name is Max Kirby, and he's in Pacific Rim.
Hmm.
Who does he play? He plays Herc Hansen. Herc Hansen. Yep, it's the dad from Pacific Rim.
Oh, I don't miss. Oh, I am so good. Oh, don't test me. Okay, I'm sorry.
How?
I
Oh my
needed
god.
that. Oh, you were
Damn.
saying.
You and white people faces. It's like a scary what do they call it? Like what's your party trick? And you're like, well, I could point out any white face in the room and tell you what movie they've been in.
I'm just saying, boy, saltines of a sleeve. You best believe. You know, it's just one of those things where it's like I just don't. Anyway, sorry. That moment, I
it
had it literally said Australian dad from Pacific Rim. As soon as this flash happened, I was like, there he is. So I'm sorry to have interrupted you. I'm so sorry. Okay, still go on. You found this film.
Yeah, and it had Linda Hamilton in it. And I was
Who's
like,
that?
oh, that's the uh, Connor, who the Terminator kid. That
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
that's his mom. I can't remember his fucking name right now. But
I don't know
anyway,
actor names. I know people in other movies and their character. Not even the name.
She played Sarah Connor. God damn,
Sarah
I
Connor.
couldn't
Okay.
remember. Um, so I was like, okay, interesting. I haven't seen her in a film in a long time, other than
Oh,
like
there
I think
she
the
is. Yep.
last film I saw her in was like Terminator Genesis. No, she wasn't in Genesis. She was in. She was in one of them.
Hmm.
And I was like, oh, I wonder what role she plays in this movie. And then like when I looked at it, I was like, is this like someone's attempt to make a Predator movie, but not a Predator movie?
Hmm.
Because like I didn't know there was more than one of these things when I first saw it until I watched the movie. I thought I
Hmm.
just saw that. I saw the synopsis of these soldiers that were
Oh.
taken onto the ship. And I was
Hmm.
like, oh, it's a Predator movie. This thing captures soldiers and then fucking
Lays
puts
them
them
and
on
hangs them
the
up.
movie. I was like, I could watch a dumb action film about that. This is just my mind making up the plot for me. That's
Yeah.
not the plot of this movie. Um,
Okay.
but it starts out with these soldiers in some Middle Eastern country,
Okay.
non-disclosure.
Yeah.
Um, they're basically they're fighting off insurgents. Um, and it's basically showing their skill as a squad.
Uh-huh.
And like the gunplay and like the action and stuff in the
Uh-huh.
movie feels good. Like it doesn't
Feels
feel
good.
like cheesy. Like I don't think if you've ever watched Steven Seagal handle a gun, it's hilarious. Like these guys
It is.
actually have
Yeah.
training, like they were trained to like hold the gun and
Yeah, trigger
fire it and
discipline.
whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So it's believable, I should say that. Um and basically they get their position is getting overwhelmed, and the guy calls in a danger close airstrike, and they're all about to basically blow up. And then this red light just goes over everything, and they look up, and there's this giant spaceship in the sky. And it just fucking powders the enemy. I mean, they turn into red mist, basically.
Uh-huh.
Every single insurgent on the thing. And it's like, oh, that was cool. And then it blanks to them, and they get flashes of you get flashes of kind of what they go through. Like they're on like a dissection table, they're hooked up to these machines or whatever. There's flashes of these things.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, okay.
Continue on. Keep
And they
going. Mhm.
wake, and then they're basically on these they're basically on these pedestals when you see them next, and they're like frozen. And then for whatever reason the system malfunctions, and they fall out, and they have all their gear, and they're like, why do we have all of our gear on? The last thing I remember is us being in this blah blah blah. And they're like, and then they check all their guns, and like, what the hell? Like, I have full mags. And they're like, look over, like, yeah, all the stuff I used is here. They're like, who would capture us and then give us full equipment? And they're like, there's this alien language on the board, and they're like, one of the guys can read it. And they're like, why can I read this? It's like, it just has all of our names on it. Um, and so basically they progress to this ship. I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna go as long as the other one. I'm gonna read just real fast. But
Huh.
they encounter the enemy. They encounter somebody else. They start to learn that they know things about the ship, and that the one guy like suddenly he's like, give me that gun. Like he picks up an alien weapon, and he knows how to fire it. And so my brain's like, oh, it's the Predator movie, or like a thing where they like, because I was thinking about the beginning scenes. I was like, oh, they keep killing them. They're just like reviving them and using them for sport, right?
Mhm.
And then they just keep going through the same gauntlet, and that's why they can remember stuff. I'm building my own theories as I'm watching this movie. And that's why he knows how to use guns, is because he's been through this like 80 times and finally learned how to use them.
Mhm.
That's not what's happening in this movie. um so long story short, they're on an alien spaceship. As you could tell, they meet Laura Hamilton, or Linda Hamilton. I don't know why I keep calling her Laura. And she plays a
Laura.
a Russian tank commander.
Mhm.
So she has a Russian accent. That I have seen her in Terminator, and now this, and she has a Russian accent. I can't tell if it's a good Russian accent, but she's trying. Um,
Uh-huh.
and she basically explains that there was an alien, and she calls these people sleepers. She's like, I can't trust you. You're sleepers. You're going to
Mhm.
get captured, and then they're going to probe your brain again. He's like, what the fuck does that mean? He's like, basically, these aliens came. Um, they invaded Earth. They won. And the sleepers are special, like, groups of Earth's defense force that the aliens were like, we want them as trophies. Like they're basically
Mhm.
like, these were the best. We're gonna take them, and then we're gonna learn from them, and
Mhm.
then adapt their fighting techniques or whatever into our style. So basically, they were frozen that entire time as you see them before, and all those weird like flashes is them being hooked up to the brain machine, and the aliens are like feeding off of their memory and whatnot. And the reason
Okay.
that they can use like the alien technology or read the languages, because as she explains it, when you're hooked up to that machine, it goes both ways, and you always get some part of them onto you. So like that guy got the ability to use their guns, that guy got the ability to read their language, this guy knows the layout of the ship, that guy knows
Mhm.
what these levers over here
Kung Fu
do.
is.
Yeah. Um and I was like, "Oh." And then I went, "Oh, because a lot of their people died before they got to her." And I was like, "Oh, I thought they were dying and they were going to come back because of my theory." I was like, "Nope, this is wrong. They're dead,
Mhm.
dead." I'm like, "Oh, no."
He did. Yeah. Yeah.
um
Like.
so basically she explains to them that the earth fell in like a few days and they're probably floating through space, and they um and she was like, we there used to be more of my group, um but they were on their way to blow up something, and then they got overwhelmed and died.
Yeah.
um and they were basically, she explains that at some point they took out the hyperdrive, they don't call it the hyperdrive, but basically the engine of this ship, and that's why they're floating aimlessly in space, or she suspects they're floating aimlessly in space. um and she says they took out that thing, and so they've been trapped in our solar system this entire time, and they're trying to repair their communications. We have to stop it. So that's where the plot is like, oh, now there's a goal, let's do it. um these aliens are actually kind of cool. I can't tell if they're blind, um but they have like weird breathing mechanics where they're like huffing stuff, and their like face folds like open and close, so it seems like they're blind, but at the same time I don't think they are. They're just weird.
Mhm.
um but they're basically have a hierarchy of our leaders, whatever they say we're gonna do. So they'll just send waves and waves of their own men into like the fray, and then the leader comes up and he's like, he points to two of them, and then they bring up their shields to defend their leader. So they're like, fuck the guys that we sent down this hallway until I show up and then activate the cool thing. um uh and they have like motion sensors all over the ship and stuff, so they like tracking
Mhm.
their group, so they always know where they kind of are. Long story short, they succeed in their goal. They blow up the communications array. A lot of them died, and only two people live at the end of this movie. And then you find out at the end they crawl out of the spaceship, and they're actually still on Earth, and the ship had crashed when their engines blew up.
The whole time they were
The
damn.
whole
Yeah.
time. But
Mhm.
you look out at Earth and it's a fucking wasteland. And there's like, it's like destroyed and like clearly just been through like some shit.
Mhm.
Um so it was a dumb action movie that I was glad to watch. It was one of those things where I was like, this is a dumb movie. It's going to be a Predator ripoff. And I was wrong. It wasn't a Predator ripoff. It was just a generic alien invasion movie. But it was a fun watch, and I
He
didn't
had
hate that I
fun.
watched it.
That's all you can really ask for. Because typically, from like the last movie you picked out, and movies like In a Violent Nature, and what was it, The Sewers, the
Yeah,
Australian sewer
the
movie,
tunnel.
The Tunnel, you somehow find the most boring, terrible things to watch, and it sounds like you found an indie stinker, but you found something fun that you were able to watch. And I got an audible giggle at watching the Stelios Kontos alien run at this guy and then get like shot onto his back, which kind of just warmed my heart. It reminded me of Star Trek. This was like the equivalent of like Alien Worf getting hit with a barrel for me. This really that was nice. I'm glad that this movie was at least fun. Um, So you'd recommend this movie if you just want something fun, actiony.
Yeah,
Uh,
It's
Would you say this budget was small?
no, because the aliens are like really well done. Like there's some money behind the aliens.
Oh, there's some money besides this.
Yeah. Like when
Okay.
you get like the close up of their faces and stuff like that, you could tell like someone like spent a lot of time designing whatever mask or CGI is going on in
Mhm.
there.
You heard it here first. Recommended. Um, I watched a little something this week, specifically in a single day. Meshi, I watched the entire first season of One Punch Man.
One Punch. Yeah.
One Punch. Okay, so here's the thing. You're gonna be surprised. I watched this with the English dub.
Okay.
This is my second watch of this since it came out. When did One Punch Man come out, Meshi?
Quite a while
Like
ago.
2013 or something.
Yeah. Let's see here. Not that One Punch season 2015.
Okay, so 10 years ago. Okay.
Oh god.
Um,
Ooh, that hit me in the chest when you said
because
that.
season 3 is coming out, so I want to get caught up. I spent an entire day uh essentially just working out and watching 12 episodes of this show. I ended up doing over 300 push-ups because I would do push-ups during the intro song for obvious reasons. Um, and I would nearly get a set of 50 for every opening that I watched. um, Everybody did a really good job as far as the voice acting goes. I remember now why I watched this originally with the Japanese dub and English subtitles. The
What is that?
voice actor for Genos is literally the worst.
Is it?
He sounds like Meshi. We'll probably end up watching some of this together at some point. He literally sounds like the mouth breathing like nerd from the anime club who's like trying to sound like serious and cool and failing miserably. It's hard to listen to because I love that character so much. Like when I first watched the show, I really liked him. And I thought he was super cool. He has a really cool design, and
Mhm.
everything he does is really cool. His, Whoever you are, bless your heart. I don't know how you got work.
I know I've
it's
heard him before.
it's really bad. Find me something else that he has done because I don't know how he got hired. Everybody else was great. They like completely passed. I'm a stickler, right? I have my silk Naruto shirt. Like it's like, well, in the Japanese dub, like it's just I just prefer to hear that most of the time. Um, he was awful. Oh God.
You're not he You want to know what else he's done?
Yeah, tell me.
He played Edge Runner, the main guy, the main kid with the yellow jacket.
I watched the Japanese dub on that also, so I didn't hear that.
Uh,
And I kind of wanted to rewatch the English before the new season came out, and I thought we'd just go back and just watch it because it's like what 10 episodes maybe.
yeah, it's about 10, yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see because I wonder if it's bad voice direction where they wanted Janos to sound like super try-hardy and like whatever because that's kind of the gimmick is like he's doing all this cool stuff and he's trying really hard but he's failing. Um, so I wonder if that they made him sound like that on purpose, but it sounds awful and it sounds like he's trying too hard because this show is like essentially kind of a joke in and of itself, with a lot of fun action scenes. Um, I hate to say it, it was kind of hard to go back and watch for one reason, Meshi, and
Why
I
is that?
don't want to say why. Um, I related way too much to Saitama. It was really bad. Like, it's not one of those things where was like everything revolves around me. The more the thing went on, it was just like, oh my fucking god. And where he's just like laying on the floor with his thermostat off to save money because he's like, well, you're a bitch and you're weak if you like turn it on, so you just have to persevere and just like just sit there and train your body because like what what else? Because you're gonna buy like discount meat at the grocery store. It's just like his like emotionally numb state of like his moments where he gets like just a little bit of like he captures that moment a little bit, just a glimpse of it, and then it all just fades into the background again. It this was hitting way too close to home. And then he's like, "What's for dinner?" I guess eggs over rice, and I was like, fuck, as I looked down at my bowl of curry, fried rice, and eggs. uh,
That's so funny.
you know, and then I was just giggling at the fact that he was talking about working so hard or working out so hard that eventually his hair fell out, and I was like, huh.
Is it just based on you, apparently?
Meshy, there was a lot. It was 12 episodes, and it was just like, ooh, you're hitting a little close to home. And then the moment where there's an episode where a group of guys who all shaved their heads and stole like these mecha suits, led by a guy named Hammerhead, and they're trying to like make it to where like, oh, we want to set up a new world for those who don't want to work. They don't have to, and they'll be provided for. And the news is reporting on them, and they're like, so if you look out, look out for these men. They're they're bald and they're in mech suits, and report them to police immediately. And Saitama looks at the TV screen and he's like, they took my bit. That's what he's upset about, and I'm like, oh fucking goddamn it. And the fact that he doesn't get the credit he deserves. Oh, Meshi, it kept happening and it just kept going, and it was a nice day for self-reflection. I really enjoyed that show. Was really good, and it had a lot of fun action sequences in it. It really held up, and I was pleasantly surprised to sit down and just binge anime. It's been a while since I've watched like a whole season in like a sitting. That was fun.
Glad that you liked it. One Punch Man is really interesting to me because I've read the manga up to as probably where season 3 is going to end. And it's so funny to just be like, here's this guy who just comes in and like kills the thing, but like before that, there's like this intense just fight scene that's going on, and like all this like random bullshit that's blowing up, and they're being thrown across the room. Everyone's doing all this cool shit, and then here comes Bald Hero Man, and he punches him, and he's like, "Well, I'm done." It's like, wait, but all of the art that just happened, what?
It's just like, oh, and then he fights like the alien prince dude who travel across the fucking galaxy just to like have a worthy opponent because of a prophecy or whatever. And he's like, all right, consecutive normal punches. That fucking liquefies this guy. And there was so much. It was really just. It's just fun, and some of the anime, because this is the same guy who did he did the manga. He did Eye Shield 23, is that what it is? I believe that's a sports anime. Who also ended up drawing the One Punch Man manga after because it's originally like a web series of just like joke cartoons, I believe. And then this artist actually like, put the love into it and adapted it. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for season 3. I think what happened with One Punch Man, I watched the first season and season 2 was rolling out, and I got caught up, and then I never went back. And that's why I just can't watch anime. Like that's just like unless I'm sticking with it every single week, it's really hard to like keep up with.
I understand.
Because I did the same thing with JJK. Like when it was coming out episode by episode, they got to like the baseball episode. I just stopped watching, and I was like, "Oh, I'll just wait for it to finish." um, I'm really excited. I'm excited to see because I'm not gonna lie. Like back when I watched this, what did we say? Like 10 years ago, I didn't really relate as much to Saitama, or maybe I just didn't want to, or something. Man, it was just it was actively hitting me in the chest. um. All right. Well, I guess we'll start reacting to some fun videos now that we're nearly you know, an hour 45 in. I think though going forward, I think I should do a better job at summarizing what's going on in these films as opposed to just my blank thoughts on what's happening. um and you know what? Maybe I'm just an emotional guy, and maybe you're just more analytical. Are you the goose to my maverick? Is that just how it goes?
Sometimes I think so, yeah. And other times I just think I'm a punching bag.
All right, we're gonna watch because I'm excited because I've been playing a lot of Fatal Fury. Um, Desk. If you don't know Desk, he does a lot of really cool combo video stuff. He's been doing it. Well, I found it back in the Street Fighter 4 days where he kind of does like very technically hard stuff that is hard to do that people have to like use like tool assisted stuff to try to like emulate. And he just did like some Ken stuff that makes references to old fighting game stuff. And he did a whole Ken thing, and it shows off his combos and how cool he looks. And I don't think Meshi's seen much of Ken in Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves yet. So we're gonna watch this. He does look a lot better in this than he does in Street Fighter 6.
Oh, it's so much fucking better.
I don't want to be a nerd, but Meshi, um, this is his Third Strike universal overhead, where it's a mechanic in Third Strike where everybody has an overhead attack that they can do by pressing the mediums. This is literally stripped right from Third Strike, and it's cute to see the love that went into this character being made when SNK looked at all of Capcom's old stuff and they just pull from like Third Strike stuff and they're like, oh, let's implement this and make it look good. And it just works. Anyways, I'll let the video play it. I won't pause anymore, but it warmed my heart watching this. Man, I love short supers. Cute little Evo moment 37.
Ooh, that looked cool. Ken, you're on fire. Help! His little like kicks in the air.
Oh, they're so fun to do, Meshi. It is really funny because he's just just seeing all of this just makes me really excited to see what they do with Chun-Li when she comes out this winter.
Just helicopter kicks across the screen.
Well, a lot of this, it makes sense for me because it's not more of how like Ken that I'm used to. Because Street Fighter V Ken, it felt very strange trying to play that character. This looks more like the Ken that I'm used to and makes sense. No, it's just fun. I'm glad that we're having like more of these crossover things happening. It just feels good that, you know, fighting games are like back, and now that we have companies like using each other's characters, and like, who knows, maybe CVS3's happening, maybe, you never know. Maybe, please make that happen. It'd be kind of cool. I don't know. Just makes me happy. But another trailer, Meshi, Darksiders 4 got announced. I played the first one. I've only played the first one, and it was way more Zelda than I thought it was going to be. I think I was looking for action game back in the day, and I got more of a Zelda game. I hear 2's good. How did you like 2?
Well, if you didn't like how Zelda 1 was, then you're not going to like 2.
It's
Because
even more
2,
Zelda?
yeah. Because like the weapons have like levels on them now, and then like you can feed weapons to other weapons so they like level up to a certain degree. There's, you know, there's max level stuff. There's like random world bosses that you could go to and like randomly find. They're kind of like hidden in some places. It's kind of like they were trying to make not an RPG but they were trying to they added some like mechanics to that. Basically, it probably feels more Zelda than the first one did. If you were just looking for a generic action game,
Mm-hmm.
I don't, and you didn't like 1, you're probably not going to like 2.
You never know. It might be. Maybe I've grown. Maybe I've matured. Maybe
I
I'm
mean,
ready for Zelda. With
I
Liam
like,
O'Brien. Liam O'Brien voices War, right?
yeah, he voices War, but you play Death in the second one.
I know that, Meshi, but
Oh,
Liam
okay.
O'Brien's got me on the
Yeah.
screen. I'm trying to segue flawlessly into Liam O'Brien's, like, what is he, like, Scottish or something? What is he?
He's something, and I'm gonna clown car your Segway right off the road.
So I'm just kind of interested because I liked the art style of Darksiders. It was from like the artist of like, was it Battle Chasers? The artist that like WoW ripped off for their like quote unquote art style. Um I always liked that kind of stylized, overemphasized, like kind of whatever. I just liked it. So, and I saw the third game got announced, or not announced. It came out like years ago. Did I say Scott? Irish. Got it. Thank you. Um Anyways, we're gonna watch the trailer for the fourth one because it got announced a couple days ago or something, and I might end up playing through these. Do you think they'll do like a nice collection of these with the fourth one coming out?
I imagine they probably would, yeah.
Maybe that'll be something. All right, let's see what's going on here, Meshi.
You will be hunted. The White City for certain. The Council. And there will be others. You would wage this war alone?
No. Not alone.
Interesting. Okay, so this is just a little teaser thing. So, okay, I recognize is that Fury?
That's Fury.
Death.
Yeah.
Who's the gun guy on the right?
That's Strife.
Strife. Interesting.
Yeah.
I like. Have we seen Strife Man before?
He is. You see him in 3 a little bit, and then you see him in. He has his own game, which is like a Diablo style thing. He basically uses guns. That's like his gimmick.
Well, gun guys are
Um,
cool. I didn't know there was
yeah.
a Darksiders like top down.
I think it's co-op too, but I don't remember exactly.
Is it called Darksiders?
Darksiders something.
3 is on sale for $8 right now. Huh. But did it ever
It's
come out on PC?
Darksiders Genesis. That's what his game is called.
Darksiders Genesis. Is this thing co-op? Hold on. It's co-op, Meshy. It's $5.99 right now. I think we might need to play some Darksiders Genesis. I'm gonna add it to my cart.
Yeah.
Did you play all these games?
The only one I haven't played is Genesis.
You mean we haven't played Genesis? Interesting.
Oh,
okay. Well, I'm kind of excited now. This is kind of cool. It might be fun. Interesting. Okay. They got Liam back.
Yeah.
They couldn't get Liam O'Brien back for Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, but that's fine.
Oh, he was busy.
Well, to be fair, I'll be honest. I'll be completely honest. Liam O'Brien voicing that character in Ninja Gaiden 2 Black was a horrible miscast, okay? And you want to know why, Meshi?
Did he voice Ryu?
No.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
He
Why?
voiced Alexi, the greater fiend of lightning, who is this gorgeous Adonis guy who's essentially making out with the Statue of Liberty, and he's all about he's like that prim, like kind of like pretty boy. Liam O'Brien's voice did not fit that.
Did not fit.
He's like, oh, I am so beautiful. Like Liam O'Brien, he's too husky. He's too Irish.
Yeah.
You know, it was just funny because I was like, wait a minute, where's Liam? And I was like, no, this guy's way better fit. Well, anyways, we're getting tactical right now, as you can see by Meshi's goggles over there.
It is why I'm wearing them.
All 4 of them. Meshi's the biggest battlefield head you'll ever meet ever.
Yeah.
Is that the Battlefield theme?
Yeah, but sung horrifically.
I believed you. Sounded good. Anyways, yeah, let's see what this is all about. Now, you've already seen this because you just watch everything on your own, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna react to it, and we're gonna find out about Battlefield 6. The last Battlefield I actually tried to play, besides that one time we played like 5 or something together, was Battlefield 3 on the PlayStation 3.
Ooh, that was a while ago.
That was a long time ago. Oh, that guy ate it real hard. Where does your affinity from Battlefield come from, Meshi?
Battlefield 1942 was the first.
God damn it! I was so pissed. I'm so sorry. Give me a moment. Because I heard this dun dun. I was like, don't do Limp Bizkit. And they did. Okay, continue on, Meshi.
Battlefield 1942 was the first computer game I ever had. So it just kind of like that was my first multiplayer game too. So it just kind of, some people had Counter-Strike, I had 1942.
Oh, two-piece lot of biscuit. 2042. So that was the futuristic-y one at the time, right?
No, well, 2042 is a futuristic-y one, but mine was 1942, which is the,
Oh, I'm sorry. This is a World War II one.
yeah. But I have played every Battlefield since then, so
Wow, what a mega ultra fan.
it's just, sometimes you just want to shoot somebody.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft. Tactical
Oh, can you
sledgehammer.
sledgehammer people? That'd be really great if you could actually siege someone's head open in
Oh, I
Minecraft.
guarantee you could.
I did have fun when we did play and we were thick shield boys together in that one map. That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
It really did open my eyes to how oblivious you are to everything around you, especially when you're playing with a team. It's wild.
Yeah.
It's your tunnel vision might as it's insane. And I think it comes from years of me playing Counter-Strike at a competitive level and like coordinating with people, that it's just kind of like instilled in me, and I'm just watching you literally sprint around and not say anything and just end up like halfway across the map. I'm like, where the fuck are you? And you're like, oh, I'm
Over here.
That looked interesting and cool. I feel like I think I've held more respect for Battlefield as opposed to like Call of Duty. I feel Call of Duty got like really kind of silly and hyper arcadey, and Battlefield always seemed to play it straight. It's kind of, I don't know. It knew what it was, and it didn't really deviate too much. It just takes itself real serious, I think, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you need some of those games every once in a while, right?
Yeah, I think it might suffer a little bit from, it might suffer from a little generic, whatever, people are not maybe as interested because, they don't have what Call of Duty has, Meshi, which we saw American Dad last time. Guess what? We got Beavis and Butthead now.
Yeah, take him down. Mess him up.
Everyone remembers and loves Beavis Butthead.
This is gonna be cool. Oh yeah, good idea. Yeah. Fire! Yeah. Hold on, dumbass. I am Cornholio. I need tippy for my bungle.
This is where it all pays off. Okay, this is gonna like hurt you a lot more than it's gonna hurt me.
No, oh no!
Hey, it's just us.
Responsible for any damage done to your vehicle.
This game is cool.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be cool.
Is Call of Duty trying to do like the Fortnite thing where they're just trying?
It's been trying to do that for a very long time.
Well,
Not a long time.
Hmm.
You remember when when Warzone came out, which was like 2019 or something like that?
I heard about it, but yeah, that's their battle royale mode, isn't it?
Yeah. And then it got really big. Like they started to do it then. They were like, "Oh, we have an engine to do, or maybe do more of, like more Fortnite kind of stuff." And they sell well apparently. So like they're just gonna keep doing it. Like, what can we do that Fortnite can't? Well, we're gonna have fucking Alucard from whatever the Helsing anime is, and like all these other characters and shit. It's
It's a thing, and I just caught on to it during American Dad's introduction of it.
Yeah.
Last week. This is why you hang out with different people. You learn about new things. Now that we're gonna play Darksiders Genesis, I think another game that we can play together when it happens, Meshi, is Gears of War Reloaded. Roll the beautiful beam footage. I'm so upset. I'm so upset.
Yeah.
Meshi doesn't beat me in fighting games very often, but when he played this asshole and he turned the screen dark with ravens and I couldn't see anything and he beat me, and I'm holding on to a lot of resentment to this character specifically. Oh,
Rom.
oh, what's it called in Killer Instinct when you pop? Is it your instinct?
Yeah.
Oh, your skip neutral button. No one can see nothing, and you're like, you're trapped in here with me, and I'm like, I can't react to things. I went from Gray and Blue Fantasy whenever you would do Sora's dash punch. I was like, okay, super. To Killer Instinct, where I was like, I can't see. Anyways, okay, back to the trailer. Ah! That's scum right there. Bullshit. Have you played all of these games, Meshi?
I think I've only played like the first one and then maybe the second one. I know I've played at least 2 of them.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
You could get in a lot of trouble for doing this.
Not anymore. Things have changed. Welcome back to the army, soldier.
You think you can still find your way back home, Phoenix?
Cross-platform progress. Interesting.
Looks like they upgraded.
Stuff like his chainsaw sword.
Let's do this.
But I guess it's probably for the multiplayer. I'm trying to think of why you would need cross-platform progress. We probably progress in like online stuff.
Yeah.
Form up!
So I'm guessing this is just the first game. Is it? No, that's later on this month. Interesting. Yeah, I think we should go back and visit this Meshi because I never played these. I didn't have a 360. I went the PS3 route. Like the fork in the road. It's like, do you go PS3 or 360? PS3 had Metal Gear 4 and had Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, and that's the way I went. At that path. So I never played this. Though my funniest bit that I ever saw, like back in the day, do you remember like when developers used to like talk shit to each other?
Yeah.
So in Uncharted, right, the PlayStation 3 exclusive, they had a Gears of War filter, and you turned it on, and it turned everything brown and green. You know, it's just little shade things like that. I'm just like, oh, that's fun. I think that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Little co-op adventure.
I have since lost my PlayStation 3. I have no idea where it's at. I haven't turned on my PlayStation 4 in probably like 6 years or something.
The only time I turned on my PlayStation 4 is when I accidentally didn't have my PS4 controller hooked up to the computer, and I'd turn it on by pushing.
You're like,
the
oh!
Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you. Go back to sleep.
So we'll also watch this little Digimon trailer. Apparently, there's like English subtitles. So I guess this is a new movie or something. I don't know. We're gonna find out. How do you feel about Digimon, Meshi?
You know, used to watching kids. It's always fun, right?
Yeah. I was that edgy kid who just thought Digimon was way cooler than Pokemon. Like,
I
my
get
monster
it.
thing is way cooler and serious than your dumb Pokemon thing. But like Pokemon, I don't think I ever made it past like the first season.
Like Pokemon, I've never heard the Japanese voices.
Man, that first Digimon movie though, and that soundtrack. Ooh.
It's good.
Yeah, we watched that like a few years ago, actually. Interesting. So October of this year, we're getting more Digimon. And I guess it's a movie, I guess? Maybe the show. I don't know. Could be fun. I got those Cyber Sleuth games. I feel as though I should go back. Also, the problem as to why I don't boot up my PlayStation 3 as well is the emulator works pretty well now. As you can see on my Demon Souls playthrough on the channel that I did like a year or two ago. I love that game. It's great. Fuck it. We'll just go down the list. There's also a trailer for this movie called Hyde. It's got Johnny Depp and I guess Ridley Scott's directing, I guess. Who would have thought? It's 5 fucking minutes.
Gentle reader, it is time that I tell my side of the story.
Side Meshi. Did you catch that?
It.
A relentless melancholy enveloped me, for I realized I was the only living thing walking amongst the dead. I saw that every grimy corner of the city was filled with listless, lifeless automatons. And I wondered why do they not all just kill themselves? What do you want? What a beautiful dress. Shall we play some bridge? Mother. Oh. Can't play bridge, you have no hands. To avert my mind from turning.
He's selling the
upon
crazy
itself,
pretty good.
a fashion of fearsome
Working pretty well.
Keep your trap shut, Mom. Silly boy. Back to business. I'm on to something, babe. Did you think that I'd forgot? I miss that dog.
No, Justin, this is called Hyde.
Yes, I know.
Like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying. You think I'm stupid. No. Shush. It's not enough. A little more. Of course, it's dangerous.
Quiet you.
Oh, that's too much.
And to my surprise, I was struck with a glorious vision. I descended down the spider's thread into the trench of hell. Contrary to the crass depictions, I found it to be a magical place, bursting forth with profound beauty. The lower I dare travel, I'm taller than the more lovely and sublimely prepared I saw the kingdom of plants, wherein the more there was fornication, copulation, the greater the abundance, variance, and radiance. I saw the kingdom of animals. You say, out of my bloody head. Wherein they're more savage and brutal. The survival dance between predator.
That is Johnny Depp.
prey.
Yes.
The more exquisite, ingenious, and noble the creature. Then I saw the kingdom of man, each eye revealing a different London. In my left eye, I saw a city Maya in the bleak misery of perpetual, cruel stasis. In my right eye, I saw a city glowing with the eternal fire of ingenuity and bathing in the light of creation. It was then that I knew I was ready to work.
So I'm confused. What is this?
Is it a
Is this a wait? Is this
Is
just a
it a
trailer for
game?
a comic? What is this? I thought this was like a movie. I'm sorry,
I
you're
also
seeing this live.
thought this
Meshi,
was a movie?
pull it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was gonna be like, man, while you're looking that up, the last time I've seen Johnny Depp and I've really lost him in a character was actually during Tusk when he plays a French Canadian private investigator or something. And I didn't even recognize it was Johnny Depp when no one else would hire him. Kevin Smith was like, come and have fun in my movie that I want to make. And he was like, oh, really? He was like, yeah. And yeah, I really lost him in that character. What is it?
It's a graphic novel.
God damn it. What is Ridley Scott? Wait, did Ridley Scott just direct this trailer? Is that all this was? A character demonstration?
Yeah.
I had fun watching Johnny Depp be crazy and whatnot for like 4 minutes. That was kind of cool. I don't think I'm going to read it, but that was fun to watch him do that. I liked his narration. I'm taller than this. Oh, here's a quick trailer. Did you watch The Jester with us, Meshi?
No.
It's a fun horror film. I wouldn't mind going back and watching it. Or kind of like a slasher where they just had fun. It was like kind of a budget horror movie that they just had fun with. And you could tell they got creative with it. It was just kind of a lower budget, but it was enjoyable for what it was. And I guess there's a second one coming out, so maybe we'll have to rewatch it so we can watch the second one and review it together.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm your host, DJ Jack, and I'll be your guide through the spine-tingling lineup for you tonight.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
The thing about it was what I enjoyed about it was like, especially you see that moment where he like walked out of the closet like that.
Yeah.
They didn't show like too much. It was just a creepy guy and a mask, and he was like ominous, and then he had fun like killing people, and it was unnerving. And he had a lot of personality in the simple actions he would do. It takes a lot, I feel, to like convey like kind of a personality through actions. Like we watched that stupid fucking in a violent nature, that movie.
Yeah.
Just nothing. Just snooze fest, bro. Like, yeah. Whatever. That guy was, it's fun to watch him work. Kind of like, he's like the Emerald Lagasse, like, bam, of indie horror movies.
Is it is it just kind of a movie that you watch to be like, oh, how is he gonna kill people in interesting ways, or is it like, oh, some of this is actually scary?
It's unnerving. It's unnerving to see him, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
But a lot of it is like, oh, how he's gonna kill next person, or what's he gonna do, or where he's gonna pop up. But the fact that it's almost like a It Follows situation where it's like, oh, I'm stuck with this looming threat that I don't know how I'm gonna deal with or whatever.
Yeah, because there's like another movie that's kind of, I'm gonna guess that this movie was created after it, like the Terrifier.
You missed at the beginning. It's from the same producer.
Oh, of course, that's why it's
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah,
miss
Terrifier was like that indie horror slasher movie darling that everyone fell in love with or whatever. I thought it was fine. I think I enjoyed The Jester more than it. It was more, I feel like the Terrifier was just kind of more just going for sloppy like gore kind of like splatter.
Yeah.
And it's a little more fun, but I'd be interested to see what you thought of the film.
That's interesting. Okay, that actually makes me glad, because I remember watching Terrifier, and then I don't remember if I watched 2, but I definitely watched 3. But I didn't get all the way through 3 because I was just like, this is just a movie about how can I kill this person? Like,
Yeah,
what is
that
the
movie,
crazy way?
Yeah, that was just more of like, how much practical effects can we have, and how much slop and corn syrup can we sling around, and like just be like, ooh, it's gross. Well, he's got 3 appendixes,
Yeah.
yeah. But since we've delved into the Dooku, as you've dubbed it,
The Dumb Universe Cinematic Universe. Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna watch the trailer for The Conjuring: Last Rites. This movie alone has brought us to watch through an entire franchise that we didn't know actually existed. I didn't know there was like a bunch of spin-offs that kept going on their own.
And going and going and going and going.
They each have like 3 movies on their own.
Has come to Pennsylvania.
The Jersey Devil?
Janet Smurl claimed that an evil presence has found its way into their home.
8 people live in this house.
Because they're
8
poor,
people have
you see.
experienced this.
Grandpa!
Grandpa! Why does the devil visit me?
So, when did this start?
Heather's confirmation.
God, look at that fridge.
There's something in the attic. Ed, there's an evil here. Something
And
I've
it's
felt
thick.
before. This thing in your house is a demon.
Thanks.
The first one that we ever encountered.
The first one.
We were young. We were scared.
Oh, that's what she means by
We
that.
ran away.
I thought it was like setting up this as like a prequel.
And after all these years, it wasn't done with our family.
Ooh, that's fun. It's like Bruce Lee in Enter the Dragon.
Like finger pointing to the moon.
It's my favorite.
Saint Michael, defend us. Be our savior against the devil.
In nomine Patris, et Filii et Spiritus Sanctus, by the power of our Lord Jesus Christ.
I don't know how to protect you this time.
You guys don't really do anything to help these people. They kind of just figure it out themselves.
A little bit.
This house is cleansed.
Are they doing another flooded basement scene?
You gotta have a flooded basement scene.
I guess, but this time
Pipes
with
back then were terrible.
except with well, we'll get around to fixing our Kool-Aid swamped out basement. Anyways, I feel like that's gonna be a lot of too much showing again. I already saw the evil guy too much. I don't know. I'm curious. I mean, this is what it's all leading up to, right? Is us completing the what you call it?
The Dooku.
It's not a trilogy. It's not a quadrilogy. What is it, Meshi?
It's like a centipede, a centilogy.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to say the human centipede, and I didn't want to have that conversation.
Well, now you bring it up. My favorite movie.
Have you actually seen that film?
I have not seen either of them.
And
I don't know. I feel like it's going to be either so bad that I just like, why did I even watch this? Or it's going to be like not what I think it is. And then I'm going to be like, this is terrible.
It's terrible because it's also one of the ideas of like it plays on like not showing you, but the idea of it is gross and horrifying.
I gotcha.
Don't watch it.
I don't plan to.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Except if you threaten me with having to pick a movie for movie night.
I mean, I'll sit there. I will
it.
sit there, and if you want to like try to dodge a bullet and be like, I don't want to watch the film, I'll put it on, and we'll watch these people get sewn mouth to ass and watch them fucking eat from the start of the line and go out the end. We'll do it.
Oh God, I didn't know.
That's all the movie is, Meshi. You did this, not me.
Can you taste what the Rock is cooking?
Oh, Christ. Yeah. Jesus Christ. All right. Anyways, palate cleanser.
Palate cleanser.
This is a new character in Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. He's a chef guy, and he always interested me because he looked cool.
Is he a walrus?
No, he's not a walrus. He's a big jack dude, and he looks cool, and he looks like he has a nice heart, and he fucking cooks. That's all I know about him. Yeah, we're gonna watch it.
I don't know why I thought walrus. I just picturing chef as a walrus with two like butcher knives. I mean, he looks cool.
Yeah, he looks super cool.
You know why he looks cool? Because he reminds me of that sumo guy in Ragnarok.
He does, doesn't he, with his hair pulled back?
Yeah. Oh my God. I love that.
Bouncing him off the walls.
Good, good. Now we're talking. Hope you like your finishers. Well done.
Oh, he's also a dragon machine.
Who wants seconds? Make way. Hungry for more?
Oh my God. he bent so far back. Oh my God.
It's the Dragon Rider kick. Okay, never mind. This is just my character now. Okay, perfect. Wonderful. I didn't have a character. Was there more? What's going on?
I'm so torn because I like Soares, but holy shit, was that amazing.
Are they doing balance updates? What is this? Oh, it's a new version coming out. Okay. Skip stuff. I want to see more of him. Because I asked Royne about this character whenever I saw some art of him. Who is this guy?
I've heard tell that Auguste is home to many a delicacy, but to bring me a shark, how rare! How curious!
Ursula's not an ingredient to be cooked. She's family. Could this be my chance to get rid of her? Finally, I'll have Meg all to myself! Mari, help me. What? Convince him! Okay.
I have no idea. We're not in the Grand Blue. No.
Oh, I was trying to think of who she was in the fighting game, but I guess she's not in it.
I didn't think so. I thought the one getting rid of the shark might have been the death puppet character lady.
Oh. Can you show me that wall bounce again?
Oh, when he like punched and that won't fucking watch the whole trailer again. I don't give a shit. That was cool. Because here's the thing. I saw there's some character art of him cooking and he's wearing an apron and his back is out and it's muscular and it reminded me when I was standing naked in my kitchen cooking and I was like, well, it's just me. So I asked Roy about. I was like, who is this guy? Because he never got announced in the game. I was like, why isn't he here? Because they screwed up Percy, and now I don't like how he plays and whatever. Because he's like a chip character, and I don't like it. It's cool. Because I want to see him break his neck rearing back for that punch.
Realness of Vermilion coming through. Have at you.
He's so tall.
Yeah, he is.
Restraint is not my strong suit.
And he reminds me of the Kung Fu guy in Under Night in Birth.
Now we're talking. Hope you like your finishers. Well done. Who wants seconds? Make way!
Oh my god. Oh man, his walk?
Just walking up. Got the beefers out. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, bonk.
So far back.
A rider kick.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good.
Damn, that's money. Damn, that's money.
Oh shit.
That could be fun. That could be fun.
When did he come out? Was it October?
No, I think this is a gameplay trailer. But the summer thing, I think he might be coming out like now or something. Because he just got announced for Evo. This was like 4 hours ago. August 5th.
Oh shit, 2 days. Okay.
Yeah, he's coming out in 2 days. Because Evo's going on right now. If you don't know, now you know.
Yeah.
But so that's fun. I was pleasantly surprised by that. We'll get to that in a moment. Let's start off with it. Okay, so here's the thing. This trailer came out a while ago. Meshi, have you seen this movie yet?
No, I have not.
How do you feel about this?
The trailer or Naked Gun in general?
No, the fact that they're doing a Naked Gun reboot and it's going to be Liam Neeson. Like, how do you feel about them, like, bringing back Naked Gun?
That's a good question. I mean, I don't really feel anything towards when they do like remakes like that because I'm so used to them that I'm like, it's just gonna happen with everything anyway, eventually anyway. So I just don't care unless it's done good, and then I'm like, oh, thank God they did it because it's great.
Yeah, it's just hard because Leslie Nielsen is just so it's just so iconic, right?
Yeah, it's hard to match his style.
So I just wanted to get your thoughts before we got into the actual trailer. And just kind of, I don't know, see how he felt about it afterwards. So you haven't seen this?
I have not seen it.
Okay.
Thanks. Once you kill a man for revenge, there's no going back. A voice in your head sang over and over. That was awesome.
Who are you?
Drebin. Detective Frank Drebin. Thanks.
Police squad has always been the elite of the elite.
Hi, Daddy. It's me, Frank Jr. Love you.
Hey, Dad. Boy, do I miss you.
And you, Frank, are the best of the best.
Need a bathroom. I need this one immediately.
There's a line, man.
Police business.
Oh.
I'm gonna ruin another suit.
Over here, Lieutenant. I think someone murdered my brother.
Please, take a chair.
Thank you.
I'll find them. This is what I do. Says you served 20 years for man's laughter.
You mean manslaughter?
Must have been quite the joke.
We're going to shut down police court if you do not solve this case. Please sign the book.
Why? Who's gonna arrest me? Other cops?
Yes.
Is she serious?
Is he serious?
No.
Seems Mr. Drebin might be more of a problem than we thought. I want you to keep an eye on him.
Oh, good old Austin
This
Powers
oven
bit.
is disgusting.
Popular strike.
Rest assured, I won't stop until I've found justice.
What do you want, little one?
Your ass. Nobody messes with the police squad.
We've upgraded your car with the most advanced crime-fighting tech.
Drive forward 30 feet. Pretty smooth.
Oh!
This place is falling apart.
Okay. I went from the most, I don't know how I feel about this, to be like, okay. I have laughed that hard to admit it. Okay, that could be fun. How do you feel, Beshi?
Drebin might be more of a problem than we.
I feel better about it now because when I watched the original trailer, it was just that bank scene where he like pulls off the mask and he's the girl.
Yeah.
And that was kind of that was just that bank scene, and then like the picture frame scene. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this movie, but I feel better about the movie now having seen this trailer.
Having seen this trailer, you know. Oh, okay. I'm sold. And I was curious of I thought they were just going to do a straight reboot. I think it's adorable, the idea of like having this be their kids and they're already so old. Oh, there's some good bits. You know, the O.J. Simpson one, that's pretty powerful. I think it's going to be very irreverent. It's going to be fun. Okay. I didn't have a good feeling about this, and then I saw this trailer. And I didn't see the other one that you saw. Anyway, okay. I was pleasantly surprised, Beshi, that there were some good bits. That's a pretty good title card. I like it. I never saw. Is this a TV show? What is Predator Badlands, Beshi? What is it?
Thought it was a movie.
Is it a movie or is it a show?
Let's find out. Well, it's a movie.
Oh, okay.
So this is your first hunt.
Predator bow, that's new. Okay, I'm into it.
In the universe.
Oh, he sucks.
Interesting.
You're after a creature that can't be killed. The definitive apex predator.
Oh, she's a Wayland person. Okay. Oh, okay. Now I'm more on board.
Well, good luck with your journey.
Hunt you must!
Backflip you shall. Across this ravine you will.
I come for no man.
For me, you will. For I am no man.
We might not be alone in this hunt.
Optimus Prime.
Predabots, roll out. Okay, that looks kind of fun. And that so they got the director of Prey, I guess, to handle this one.
Yeah.
So they ripped it away from Shane Black, and they were like, "Hey, the successful thing that people liked, why don't you try to do something?" Well, that looks kind of fun. I remember all I've heard of this was the internet screaming and shitting its pants over what the new Predator looks like, and people having to be like, "Oh, he's probably a young Predator." Well, it looks like it's his first hunt going on.
You know, people hate change.
Meshy.
Yeah.
There was a cosplay contest at Evo.
Yeah.
There was a Goro on stage.
I can see the perfect cell too.
Meshy, he had his wrists tied, so when he moved one arm, the other arm moved.
Yeah.
He got 6th place. His eyes were glowing.
Oh shit.
I am upset. I saw this and I was like, he has to win. He's the one.
I really wanted you to say there was 2 people in that costume, and that's why he got the arms to work.
No, that would be really hilarious. No, he just tied him at the wrist so he'd like lift one arm. It was really fun. I don't give a shit about cosplay. I was like, that's really fun, and he really went all out for that. Or might have been
Won
Ruben. I don't know
first
who's in there.
place.
I don't know. I stopped watching. The injustice happened. The R Mika, I think, next to him got 5th, and then I think Perfect Cell got 3rd.
Not perfect enough. He just doesn't have the jawline for it.
I will say it was super funny because Perfect Cell, they announced him getting 3rd, and he did a pose for the crowd or whatever, and then he walked over, and then the two professional cosplayers or whatever that are doing the hosting and awarding were like, "Oh, you totally need to pose for the crowd." He just got done posing, and then he's facing them, and so it was this awkward moment of that you could tell the guy was like, "But I already did." Anyways, Evo's going on, so that's fun. Last thing we're gonna watch is Peacemaker season 2 trailer. Have you seen season 1?
I did watch season 1. It's a fun show.
Fun watch. How many episodes?
10, 12.
Okay.
I think
the regular season. Okay.
Yeah, about 40-ish minutes long each.
I don't think we've seen the most recent Jurassic Park yet.
We have not. Oh, there's only 7 or 8. There's 8. I don't know why.
Okay, so it's a short season. Okay, well, let's
Yeah.
see what season 2 is all about. Because I remember I've seen like an episode or two, and it was pretty tongue in cheek and funny. And John Cena is becoming, I just think overall a better actor, and I think he's really starting to sell it, which is nice. I'm happy for Mr. Cena.
People are finally starting to see him more. I know you hated that. But
I'm just letting him get it out of his system because it's not even like a really funny like meme of like, you know, never mind. It's fine. Just I felt like I heard him lean into the mic when he's it's funny. It's like people are seeing him more. Anyway,
You all have been waiting a long time for this one. Here's the new trailer of Peacemaker, Season 2. Enjoy.
Thanks, Mr. Cena.
We doing it up in style.
Hey guys, I got beer. On?
Duh.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just hand it to him.
I'll just hand it to him.
I've changed a lot since I last saw you. I don't want to be a joke anymore. I want to be a real hero.
I forgot, but he's also in the Superman movie for like a quick second.
Chris, take something bad.
No, was he?
Make something good.
Yeah. He's basically after like they start shitting on Superman, he's doing an interview where he's also shitting on Superman.
Good.
You're being monitored right now.
By who?
Rick Flag, Sr.
Whoa.
What is it?
I have a dimensional portal. And it leads to a parallel world.
What?
It's not that big a deal.
Get the f out, is not.
My son's a better man you could ever dream of being.
I've tried to make up for my mistakes, but I'm not sure redemption is possible.
He's in love with you. Me and Chris, it's never gonna be a thing.
I'm going to make a life in the other world.
There's another dimension. It's exactly the same as ours,
but better. Best dimension ever.
Dude, that's sick.
We need to close that dimensional rift.
The condoms are partnering you up with our new agent, Rip Jagger.
Who's Rip Jagger?
Hey, fatty. No matter how green the grass is over there, you belong here with us. We're gonna get Chris back. You met your own self from a parallel dimension? You're wearing his clothes?
You think I bought this? That's painful.
Hi, Mom. We're going to my secret room. You're not allowed to follow.
You must be John.
Uh-huh.
Jesus. You're not that dorky.
Shut up, Mom.
Are you excited, Meshi?
I am. I enjoyed the first one, and I'm hoping that it's just as good or better.
Well, I think that does us for our podcast, Meshi.
Yeah, it was a good.
I thought it was.
Good time.
I thought it was going to be a slow week, a short one, quick on the cuff, but we somehow yapped on for 2 hours and 45 minutes.
It is what we do.
Yeah, and as if flapping at the gums was an Olympic sport, you might make the podium.
First place, Scum will. Gold medal, he will not.
Bronze at best he is.
Now do backflip off podium. Carry me home. Uber, I do not need.
Okay. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/B_SKUM, where I play stuff. I also stream here on YouTube as well. You should watch me sometime. I'm funny. I'm great. Tell him, Meshi.
Yeah, he yells at me, but he's funny about it.
There, see, if as long as it's for the viewer, no matter what I say to him, as long as you giggle, it's worth it.
Please laugh.
And Meshi's cut.